7 weird door configurations on non-supercars. What's up everybody, how are we all doing? Car doors are one of the areas of car design that never really change over the years. Car aesthetics in general have changed dramatically though. Headlights are more advanced, metallic creases have become more creasy, and let's not get started on mechanics or electronics. Somehow though, car doors have remained pretty much the same over time. To be perfectly honest, there's not much that you can do to improve them really, and regardless of class, model or price, almost all cars have the same conventional style doors as 70 years ago. That said, here are 7 weird door configurations on ordinary cars. Number 1. The Lincoln Continental Convertible. Back in 1961, Lincoln shocked the car industry with the introduction of the Continental. It was a top-of-the-class limousine with a powerful engine, exquisite styling, and superb ride comfort. Also, it featured rear suicide doors, which added a touch of class and distinguished Lincoln from the Cadillac and Imperial. However, Lincoln decided to go a step further and introduce a convertible version with the same features, which was a significant engineering achievement. Torsional rigidity is often a big problem with convertibles, and when you have 4 doors, especially the suicide-type ones, heavy body and 60s technology, it looks like an impossible challenge. But Lincoln's designers managed to pull it off, and it's still one of the coolest American convertibles ever made. Number 2. The Hyundai Veloster. The idea behind the Veloster's doors might be cool, but it was sort of plagued from the start. Back in 2011, Hyundai unveiled the Veloster, a cool-looking hatchback aimed at youthful buyers with a sense of style. One of the most prominent features was the 4-door, not 5-door configuration. For left-hand drive markets, there was 1 door on the driver's side and 2 doors on a passenger's side for a more comfortable and safer entrance. On right-hand drive versions, it was totally the opposite due to left-hand traffic conditions. This meant that the side your kids entered in and out of at the back was the curb side, yet you still got a sporty-looking coupe-type hatch. The reviews were mixed, and the Veloster even had a recall due to concerns that that 3rd door may open during a crash. Number 3. The Mazda RX8. A few days back I did a video on why the RX8 is a car that you need in your life if you're a true petrol head. However, today we'll mention it for a different reason. The Mazda RX8 is one of the very rare quad coupe cars on the market, which has 4 doors with rear doors oppositely hinged from the front in suicide style. From a distance you'd never guess that this coupe has the same number of doors as an ordinary family sedan, and it's even easier to get in the back since you can approach the rear seats from a different angle. Mazda managed to pull this off, and we have to applaud Mazda's engineers for keeping the car's torsional rigidity. The only other cars in this configuration are the BMW i3 and the rare and unusual Saturn Ion. Number 4. The Toyota Sera. If you've never heard of the Toyota Sera, you can probably be excused, since this is one of those obscure Japanese market-only cars which are never seen elsewhere. Produced from 1990 till 1996, the Sera was an economy car underneath a very innovative body and had a 1.5-litre engine with 90 horsepower. Although not exactly a normal car, the Sera was equipped with glorious butterfly doors, which were similar to those used on the McLaren F1. The Sera's doors also covered a part of the roof and looked more like a fighter jet canopy than the part of the car. Painted in metallic colors and graced by futuristic styling, the Sera was really eye-catching, even though it wasn't much faster than a period Corolla. Not that you'd care. Number 5. The Renault Twizy. Apart from being one of the most affordable electric vehicles that you can own, the Twizy is also interesting for being the only vehicle which is sold without the doors in base trim level. That's right, if you buy a standard model, you will not get any doors whatsoever. However, if you spend around £800 more, your Twizy will get a pair of doors on each side, which will open rather like Lamborghini doors. Even though the Twizy is barely more than a motorized scooter, having doors will add to the comfort and practicality of this urban runabout, and these ones are sure to turn heads. Number 6. The Tesla Model X. Not only is the Tesla Model X the only electric crossover on the market, but it's also a very controversial vehicle in lots of ways. Apart from its high price tag and electric drivetrain, the Model X's Falcon Wing doors are truly unlike any other vehicle. At first glance, you might think that Falcon doors are similar to those on mini supercars, but no, Tesla managed to make them even more controllable. The secret is the hinges on the top of the door, which are electronically controlled by sensors on the side of the car. Classic gull-wing doors can be very unpractical when you park next to another vehicle, but Falcon doors can open almost vertically without protrusion, yet still allowing effortless access. Trust Tesla to think outside the box. Number 7. The BMW Z1. The BMW Z1 was a very interesting roadster, introduced in the early 90s. It didn't look like any classic BMW though, with its pointy front end and roadster body, but it was based on the legendary E33 series. Under the hood was a 2.5-litre straight-six engine with 170 horsepower, which provided the Z1 with respectable performance. Despite being special, the Z1 isn't exactly a supercar, and although it's fairly swift, nobody really paid attention to the engine, as all eyes were directed to the crazy sliding doors. BMW patented an impressive system of sliding downward doors, which disappeared in the lower half of the body, almost as if they didn't exist. The doors weren't convenient though, and took up a lot of room in the sills, but surprisingly you could drive with them in the open position, giving you an awesome feeling of openness. These days, say Z1 or Z1 to any car fan and they'll instantly say, yeah, is that the one with the slidey doors? So, there you are. Do you have any other suggestions? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to click subscribe with the bell notification. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!